In this video, you're going to learn 8 digital products you can create and sell. So whether you're a creator, an entrepreneur, a coach, or a small business owner who simply wants to start selling some digital products online for passive income, this video is for you because I'm going to outline and share some examples of what types of digital products you can sell starting today. What's up everyone, it's Aurelius. Welcome back to the channel. So you want to start creating and selling digital products online. You may or may not know the benefits, but one of the biggest benefits that you can get out of selling digital products is that you create the product once and you get paid over and over, given, of course, you drive traffic to that digital product. So there's no stock to actually hold. There's no inventory to buy. You don't need to pay, obviously, rent or warehousing. So that's the pure goodness of digital products and what I love about the digital product business. But with that said, how do you go about creating a digital product and where do you even begin? What types of digital products can you sell? All right, so the first digital product that you can create are online courses. It's more than likely you have taken an online course in the past or currently going through an online course at the moment. You take a look at Skillshare, they've got plenty of courses, and these are examples of online courses to give you an idea. To give you an example of an online course that I've personally created, here's one called YouTube Master Course, and this is all about YouTube and how I grew my channel to over 100,000 subscribers. It's obviously more now, but this is the landing page for it where I explain what it's all about and what they will get in terms of the courses, modules, and lessons. So we've got the introduction, we've got finding a niche, branding, one-page YouTube plan, setting up your YouTube channel. So I go into a lot of depth in terms of explaining how to go about creating your YouTube channel and the technicalities behind it. On the back end, this is what course students will see. They see the course modules. We've got the welcome video. We've got module 2 with all its lessons as well as all the other modules. And there's about 100 videos here, all the way down to something like growing and more advanced lessons there. But obviously your course doesn't have to be over 100 videos or so. If you take a look at Ali Abdul's Productivity for Creators course, there's only 19 videos. So your course could be really simple or more complex and advanced depending on the depth of your online course. In terms of the platform to use to host your course, or in other words, the learning management system or LMS, I personally used Thinkific for doing this, and that's what I use for my YouTube master course. They actually have a free plan, so you can get started for $0 and you can host just one course and a few other benefits right here. But if you're just getting started with your very first course, this will actually do. An alternate platform you can use is called Payhip, where you can sell your course and then set it all up right here. It's very similar to how Thinkific works, and I've used both Payhip and Thinkific. The way that you create it is by creating sections and then lessons inside these sections, as you can see. So we've got an introduction section with a welcome video, module 1 with its lessons, as well as module 2. So you can add as many sections and lessons in your course. And what your students will see is an interface like this where they can go through your course and click on complete and continue. And each of your lessons can be in the type of format that you prefer, such as video, text, a quiz, a download, survey, assignment, or embed something else. As I mentioned earlier, your online course doesn't have to be complex or advanced, so don't feel overwhelmed or daunted by this idea of an online course. You could even use this AI tool called Corso, where you can turn your YouTube videos or a podcast into fun mini courses. For example, I took this YouTube video of mine on how to create an online course for beginners, uploaded it into Corso, and then it spat out this mini course. So with full curriculum, right? We've got about the course and what they'll learn, and we've got an introduction to the online course, and we've got key takeaways from the introduction, actionable steps, a quiz that they can go through, and these are some of the things that I actually mentioned in the video. Then we've got creating a curriculum, and this is something, again, I mentioned in the video. So it uses AI to basically take a look at what I'm actually talking about in the YouTube video, and then laid it out in this course curriculum format, which is pretty sweet. So again, your online course could be a full-blown online course with videos, quizzes, assignments, kind of like my one, or you could go the Corso route where you've got a repurposing of existing content you may have. Moving on to digital product ideas, which are guides, ebooks, and PDFs. The beauty of this is that you can pretty much create it in Canva, which I've done for many of my digital products or ebooks and guides in particular. Here's one example called Launch Your Email List, your 5-step plan to starting and building a profitable email list. Goes on with the content and the actual steps that you can take to first build your email list. And then I'll go into depth in terms of each of those steps. As you can see, it can be really simple like this. This ebook in particular has 19 pages in total. And as a side note to this whole digital product business, and it may actually be a question lingering in your head, and that is how many pages should be in your ebook, guide, or online course, or how many videos should you be adding to your online course, for instance. And what I have to say to that is that there's no rule of thumb or magical number. You just deliver what you need to deliver in the amount of pages that you need to. You don't need to waffle on or extend it just for the sake of, the number of pages. But back to ebooks, your ebook could be in a how-to or guided step-by-step format, or it could be a recipe that you provide in an ebook format. Another way to produce ebooks is to repurpose existing content you may have. This could be in the form of articles and blog posts you may have, gather that all up. And there's actually a really useful tool called Designer, which allows you to create ebooks by repurposing existing content you may have from YouTube videos, podcasts, it could be from your blog, PDF documents. I've got a step-by-step tutorial on how to use Designer to create your ebooks, which I'll link up right here, which you can watch at your own leisure. Ebooks are so easy to create. Take a look at Canva with its range of templates by simply searching for ebooks, or in my case, I search for A4 document, which will bring up some of these templates. Let's say you like this self-care workbook. We've got another one called Building Your Personal Brand, which includes 13 pages that you can play around with and add content to this ebook template. And did you know one of my businesses provides white label ebooks and content so that you can rebrand it without having to write the content yourself? Well, it's at unstoppableplr.com. If you go to products, you'll see some ready-made products that you can use as a basis for your own ebooks or courses, or you can pretty much resell these as your own. So we've got topics such as entrepreneurship, we've got things on positive attitude, on time management, the creator economy, the metaverse, and a whole range of other topics that we've worked on for many years. And we've established this business since 2006 and still going. So if you're looking for products that you can pretty much resell right away, check out unstoppableplr.com. So with all these resources, there really isn't any excuse not to sell an ebook online. Next up, digital product idea number 3. This one in particular are planners and trackers. I've got my own planner that I'm selling. It's called Master YouTube Content Planner. If you go to my website, and by the way, all these links and resources that I'm mentioning in this video will be linked up in the description box below. But if you head to my website, go to my shop, you'll see the Master YouTube Content Planner as one of the products. Essentially, what I'm selling is a Notion template. Notion is a project management / note-taking / workspace system that you can use, but I'm basically selling a system that I'm already using myself. So really, it wasn't that hard to actually put together, although it was refined and tweaked for many years. After a customer purchases the Master YouTube Content Planner, and I've got 2 options here. I've got the basic version, which includes the core of the product, which is a content planner, and the Pro includes extra video scripts, video titles, and clarify your niche one-pager. They can select that. Either way, they still get access to the planner. This is what the planner looks like after they make a copy of this, and they can start with their ideas and then script it. They can then know where it is in the process line, that they are in to start recording the videos. So this helps them and saves them time. So if you can deliver some kind of value just like this, you can charge for it. Once the user starts planning and adds their ideas to this planner, this is kind of what it looks like. But what they're actually getting is simply the template with no ideas, as you can see. In addition to planners, you can also sell trackers. So planners and trackers go hand in hand. So I just kind of categorize it as one digital product idea. But here's another one called YouTube Goals and KPIs Tracker. So you can track your YouTube channel essentially with this very Notion template. I'm not selling this on its own, but it is included for customers of my YouTube master course. Your planner or tracker could be something like a workout planner or a meal planner or a habit tracker that one can use to track their habits. So think about what planner or tracker you could create based on your niche or expertise. Moving on, the next digital product idea number 4 are printables and templates. Take a look at Etsy, for instance, and you'll see a whole range of printables and templates that are currently selling like hotcakes. So taking a look at this listing, for instance, going into it, you can see they're going to get 5 PDF files and that's it. And they can simply print it using their own printer or going into the local printer store. What's included in this specific printable? Well, daily gratitude journal. We've got a weekly gratitude journal, monthly, and an about me page, gratitude bank, gratitude prompts, gratitude jar, and some of these other ones that are included in this particular product. Another kind of printable that you could create, stickers, right? So people will still need to print these out, although you may find some where it's already printed and you just simply buy these stickers in a pack. On a website called Redbubble, you will also find some inspiration and some examples of stickers that people are selling. You could also find some templates here too. And with the advancement of AI, you can create art based on text prompts that you add. So you could use something like Midjourney or other AI tools that can convert text to images. Okay, digital product idea number 5, tips and ideas. So a list of tips and ideas that you can come up with based on your niche or your product idea. In this case, I've got 50 digital product ideas to turn what you know into a digital product, which I'm currently selling. All I'm doing essentially is providing 50 digital product ideas, which I think would be of interest to you because you're watching this video where I'm sharing 8 digital product ideas. So this includes 50 digital product ideas. I go on to explain each of the digital product ideas, providing an example too. So number 1, online courses. Number 2, got ebooks. Number 3, planners. Number 4, quick start guide. So as you can see, I'm simply listing some of the ideas that I've come up with in the past and ones I'm actually using myself. Where I sell it is a simple Koji link in bio, a shop front where users can name their price. So at the moment, I haven't really set a fixed price for this. You can go there by simply going to my Koji profile, which again, I'll link up down below so you can go to this to take a look at how it looks. So what PDF could you create where you're listing a list of tips or a list of ideas in your niche? All right, moving on, we are up to number 6, and that is to sell systems. What exactly do I mean by systems? Well, if you take a look at Zapier, for instance, this is a way that you can connect thousands of other apps so that they can talk to each other. And that way they're saving time and automating your processes and workflow. So if you're currently a Zapier user where you've got plenty of processes running, your workflows going, and you found a way to save someone time, if you got something running that is quite complex and took you a lot of time to put together, why not sell that system? Of course, make it a bit more generic so that it's universal and can be used by other people. And I mentioned systems as one of the ways because it really is simple. You may be using a project management system like ClickUp, or you may be using Trello or Notion. And so if there's a template that you could create, you could very well sell that. If we refer back to my master YouTube content planner, which is a system, I basically took a generic planner and then I made it my own with unique things. So if someone wants to create an idea for a video topic, they can very well do that. Click in it, and then that'll take them to more information where you're actually scripting your video. And then where the uniqueness comes in is this. So we've got templates and a review, these video script templates. Let's say general with examples. You'll see what's going to happen. It's going to pre-fill the entire page with my exact blueprint or template to creating or recording videos. So I've got a checklist and we've got a script with the hook and examples too. So if you take your existing system and then make it really unique in that way, then again, you can sell something like this. Digital product idea number 7 are one pages. And what does a one pager really mean? Well, as the name suggests, it's a one pager that essentially explains everything that they need to learn or use. In my case, I've got, again, this Notion template. What it is a one-page YouTube plan where they fill in their channel name or YouTube channel name, their niche, their target audience, their core values and beliefs, their big why, vision and mission, and these other fields. So this is a one-pager worksheet that one can use and print out so that they can clarify what it is about it. Your one-pager could be in a form like a checklist, like this example here, although this isn't mine, this is just a Canva template. So think about what value you could deliver on a one-pager. All right, finally, digital product idea number 8 are ChatGPT prompts. If you're in the digital space at all, you would have used ChatGPT or alternatives. And one thing you can sell are the prompts that you have used to successfully come up with your ideas or that content piece, whatever it is. Because at the end of the day, a beginner or someone who wants to get better results out of ChatGPT, would want to learn the types of prompts to use so that they can get a better result. For instance, the other week, I wanted to come up with a brand name for a tool that I want to create. So I prompted ChatGPT with, I'm developing a software tool that allows entrepreneurs and marketers to easily create guides and ebooks. So I explain what it is, a competitor example, show them or tell them how it would work, and then say, based on this description, suggest some brand names that are catchy. You can also use alliterations or branded names. So I even went in depth and gave him some suggestions and ideas of what brand names to come up with. So the way I would sell these ChatGPT prompts is obviously not what I have actually prompted, but more so in fill in the blanks kind of format. So I'm developing a blank, so it could be a product, a service, and the software competitor is this or blank. And then the other blank fields will be something like how the service, product, or software works. And then based on this description, suggest some brand names that are catchy, blah, blah, blah. So you get the idea there. And then if you can list a number of prompts that work to get a better result, then that's what you want to list in your one pager or a document that you can create in a PDF form. So take a look at the history of all your ChatGPT prompts and see where you can fit a particular category to get a specific result, or it could be something that you make up and you may be someone who's quite a ChatGPT enthusiast and then put it into a PDF document. All right, and as you've seen, quite a number of digital product ideas for you to get started or hopefully inspired you to create your digital products. Let me know in the comments which of these digital product ideas you'll be starting, creating, or currently working on. I'd love to know. In the meantime, I'll leave up a couple of relevant videos, including one on which platform to use to start selling your digital products right here. I'll see you next time. Do take care.